Hi there, I'm Liana and welcome to your flow today. Today we're going to be doing another detox flow to help get everything moving on the inside, heat you up a little bit, and calm everything down. So today's flow is going to be more of a seated flow and a little bit more on the gentle side of things. So the only prop that you will need today is a yoga block. If you don't have a yoga block, you can stack a few books up and drape a pillow over them. We're just going to be sitting on it, so you can definitely sit on the floor, but the yoga block helps aids your posture and tilting your pelvis and making it a little bit easier on your spine when you are sitting there. So go ahead and grab your yoga block if you do have one, or even a couple stacks of pillows would be just fine. We'll begin our practice today by sitting on our yoga block in our easy pose, letting our hands rest on our legs here. You're going to roll your shoulders up to your ears and back down your spine, just letting everything begin to settle in here. You can close your eyes for this part if you like. We're just going to begin by connecting to our breath, breathing in here, and letting it all go nice and slow and easily. Breathe in through your nose here, filling up from the bottom to the top, and then exhale, letting it go from the top to the bottom. Taking nice, slow, calming breaths here. Arriving to your mat and to your practice today. We'll take one more breath here. And then let our hands come to our sides. We're going to inhale them up to the sky. We're going to split our arms, twisting to the right side, letting your gaze go over that back shoulder. Inhale your hands back up. Exhale, opening to the other side. Pausing here, letting your spine open up with this gentle twist. Inhaling up. And then we're going to exhale, hinging forward at those hips, letting your hands come down in front of you. We're not stretching super far out here. We're just letting our hips stretch to the back of our mat. Remember, this is your practice today. Modify as needed or add any variations. There's never pain in yoga. So just pausing here, letting your lower back stretch out, pressing into the palms of your hands just to help aid that little bit. And then we'll take this right hand, bringing it to center a little bit more, and we're going to open up towards that left side here. Letting there be another gentle twist in the spine here. Depending on your flexibility, that will depend on how far your arm can go up. If your shoulder's not flexible, your hand can be on your hip. And if you're at all dizzy or your neck is bothering you, you can have your gaze down to the floor. You'll still get that same twist in your torso. One more breath. And then on your exhale, go ahead and unbind yourself, switching hands, letting that left one come onto the center and opening on up to the right. Again, remembering what you did on the other side, maybe noticing a difference. Letting this hand come to your hip if your shoulder is not as flexible. Letting your gaze go to the floor if you're at all dizzy. One more breath here. And we'll unbind ourselves. Let this hand come on to our mat here. And then we're going to move on to all fours. Bring your block to the top of the mat. Letting your wrists be under your shoulders here, your knees under your hips. Your toes can be curled to support you or flat. Nothing specific here. We're going to stretch out this right leg to the edge of our mat here, using our toes to curl under, and then we're going to press back through our palms, getting into our calf muscles here. Connecting to your breath. Simply noticing how you're feeling. Maybe noticing how such a small movement can really stretch you out. Go ahead and bring this knee back in. Bend your elbows, roll your shoulders. Setting up on the other side. Letting that left foot go back and curl your toes, pressing back through your arms. Supporting yourself here with your arms and your legs. Letting everything be as comfortable as possible here. Breathing again in through your nose and out through your nose. Go ahead and bring this knee back in. We're going to take our legs wide here and reach out for a child's pose. Letting your arms go long and wide here. Walk your hands to this right side. You can stack that left hand on the right hand if that feels good for you. Really getting into the side body. Feeling it from your arms, through your side, your core, down into your hips. And walk your hands back to center and then to the left side. Stacking that right hand on the left hand. Walk your hands back to center. Coming on up. Roll your shoulders back and down here, letting everything be in alignment. We're going to take this left leg out behind us, flex the foot, and then release it. Pausing here to find your stability. And then if you're stable, you can bring this right hand up by your cheek. Pausing here, connecting to your breath. Feeling both the heat and the strength and the length here. And then you can bring your elbow and knee towards one another. If you can get them to touch, go ahead. Otherwise, just bring them as close as you possibly can. Moving slowly here and at your own pace, keeping stable. Bringing that elbow and knee towards one another. We'll take one more here. Stretch it on out, pausing at the top. Holding it here. And then release it. You can shake out that hand here a little bit. Roll your shoulders back and down. Outstretch that right leg this time. Flex the foot and then relax it. Pausing here to find your stability. If and when you're ready, bring that left arm up by your cheek. Pausing here. Letting your body feel the heat and the strength here. And then when you're ready, and if you are ready, you can bring your elbow and knee towards one another and stretching out. Remembering to move slow and controlled here. Not using any momentum. Using all your little muscles to help support you. We'll take one more after this. Pause at the top. Find that place of stability. And release this. Let's take another child's pose, reaching on out. And then we'll come on back up to all fours here. Realigning yourself. We're going to bend this right knee and rotating it out to the outer edge as if a little kickstand. Bring your right hand more towards the center of the mat and open your body up here. Now, if this is where you need to stay today, this is perfectly fine. If you'd like a little bit more, you can bring this left leg up. And also, another option is to bring this left hand to the sky. Do your best to keep your gaze straight out in front. Again, if you're dizzy or your neck hurts, the ground is always a great anchoring place. Just pausing here. And then we'll take this arm to reach up over our head. And go ahead and do your best to bring your elbow and knee to touch. Working some good muscles here, getting some abdominal work, allowing our blood to flow to help move those toxins out of our body here. We'll take one more after this one here. And stretch out. Come on, back down to center here. You can shake things out. I'm going to rotate on my mat so you can see me, but staying in all fours here. Bring your left hand to the center of the mat. Bend that left knee. Rotate it out so you have a little kickstand and open on up. Again, this is a perfectly fine place to stay if you're stable here. Otherwise, if you'd like to join me, lift this leg on up and take your arm to the sky. Again, remembering your gaze points. Pausing to hold here, finding that strength and stability. We'll take this upper arm up overhead, and then you can bring your knee and elbow towards one another. This is a mobility pose as well as building great strength. You're using every muscle in your body here to support you, whether you're stabilizing or whether you're bringing your elbow and knee closer to one another. Take one more after this, and let this all go on back down to the mat. From here, we'll take a down dog. So straightening those legs on out, letting everything stretch out. Breathing in and out here. And then go ahead and bring your knees to the mat. And we're going to end our practice today with a waterfall. So if you want to grab your block again, we'll go ahead and lay flat on our back. If you're not a huge fan of waterfall, you are welcome to just set yourself up for Shavasana. So take your block. Typically, I like to have it on its shorter side. And you're gonna put that under your back here. Finding a place that's comfortable with your knees bent. Might take a little bit of adjustment if you're unfamiliar. Your hands will go down by your sides. And then you'll straighten your legs to the sky. Having your hips elevated on a block actually allows you to hold your feet in the air with less effort. And having your feet in the air allows for any inflammation or lymph that may be stuck. Just kind of slowly come back to your heart space and to your internal organ space so it can be processed and eliminated. Just find yourself here. Connecting to your breath. You can go ahead and bend those knees, letting your feet come back to the mat, pressing into them to release that block. And gently roll to one side. Supporting your head with your hand and arm. Draw those knees inward. Pausing here in our pose of transition. where we leave our past in the past, knowing that the future is yet to unfold, but knowing and recognizing we have the present moment, and that is the gift. When you're ready, you can press up to a seated position. Gently crossing your legs. You can keep your eyes closed if you like, or just gently rest your hands on your knees. Connecting to your breath again. Let your hands come by your sides, inhaling them up. Bending at your elbows, pausing at your third eye. Connecting to your deeper intuition, your greater space of inner knowing. And then bring your hands to heart center. I want to thank you for practicing with me today. Know that you're strong and beautiful, and everything you need is within. Namaste. Hey there, I want to say thanks for watching in today. I hope you enjoyed your practice. If you don't already like and subscribe to my channel, go ahead and do that so you can stay up to date with all of our newest releases. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Now go live your life holistically strong and beautiful. Bye.